Okay, I forgot to point out something fairly important. Water spigots everywhere. It's really raining now. We also built a shed for the trailers, trucks and trailers, onto the side of this barn. That is super helpful so that they're not just sitting out there in the weather. Also, my overhang. I don't know how many feet that overhang is, but it's really large. And you can see in this rain where it's coming in about 2 feet into the barn. So if you don't have an overhang, all that water is going into your stalls. So I wanted to point that out. Also, it looks terrible having all this stuff parked underneath these overhangs, but that's where we put it. But it's a lot prettier without it. But you know, you can park stuff under the overhangs, but this really helps to keep water from getting into the stalls. I also want to show what we did inside of these stalls. Dirt floor as opposed to concrete is really more beneficial to the health of your horses. So right here, the stall, you can really see it. This is a stall skin, and underneath this stall skin is a pad and then dirt. There's no pavement underneath. There's pavement underneath here to keep the barn floor really, really flat, but there's these rubber ball filled pads underneath these stall skins, and then the stall skins are adhered to the side so that they can't get a foot or dig a hole. They cannot get any holes dug in here, but the stall skin is permeable to some degree for urine and water and things like that. Not entirely. You definitely need shavings for absorption, but that way you don't get a lot of stagnant nasty. Then also they can't paw holes, and it's not concrete underneath, so that they're not just, once you put concrete down, it's nearly impossible to really pad it. Anybody who's worked on their feet, maybe in a kitchen, understands the necessity of having a really, really squishy pad underneath their feet all day. And horses are even heavier than we are, so they are, legs, joints, hooves are traumatized by super hard ground. This stuff is pretty soft. I mean, even without shavings in here, you know, laying down and things like that are not too terribly uncomfortable. But I did want to point out the stall skins. I highly recommend it. It's expensive. My God, it really is. But in the long run, when you're cutting down on vet bills and joint damage, it's totally worth it. Also, when you're not having to fill in holes every week that horses dig, and urine spots and things like that, it just is something that I don't think I could work without, because I do all of this myself. I clean all these stalls, feed all these horses, take care of everything myself. So everything that I can do to make it less work on myself is really important. Anyway, I just wanted to add that.